All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a Houston Rockets mailbag video for you guys. It's a beautiful day here in Houston. It's like, actually, I guess it probably isn't that beautiful because it's partially cloudy, but I think it's absolutely beautiful. Today we're going to do a Houston Rockets mailbag, guys. I have a whole Discord server now for this specific topic. The link to that is in the bio. And then as well, I do post like community tabs about, first off, just a whole plethora of goodies. But this is where I got all these questions for this mailbag. In the future, I think they will always be on the Discord. So just go ahead, join that, check it out. This first question comes from Brofist. Actually, first off, before we get into this video, man, if you enjoy it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. I'm having a great time here in Houston. We just had a great night with our boy Ray last night. I mean, I love this city. Like, this city is literally, it's awesome, man. So appreciate all you guys for first off making this happen, because that is like the literal reason I am able to come on this trip is because of you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you do, hit the like button, hit the sub button. Let's just get right into it. This first question comes from Brofist. I briefly touched on this subject a couple of days ago. I can't quite remember in which video, but he has thoughts on waiving Jeffries. This had to happen. Jeffries, like, I was rooting for him. Obviously, we're rooting for all these cats, but he wasn't really doing it for me. And honestly, like, with the 3 first-round picks next season, it's going to be, like, we can't sign every player. So as much as I love Jeffries, as much as I want to give him as much run as we possibly can, in the couple of games, like 15 or so games he played for us, he averaged like less than 5 points per game, less than 3 rebounds. It just wasn't a good fit, and it wasn't working. So I hate whenever we waive any player or any player leaves the Rockets, but unfortunately this just had to happen. It really did. All right, this next one comes from Gio, my boy JDC, who also posts Houston Rockets content, so go ahead and check that out. He said, if there's a great package out there for Christian Wood in the offseason, would you trade him or would you keep him? I have such a hard time with this because, as you guys know, as my OGs know, like, when Christian Wood first came to the Rockets and we were all scouting him and all that, and everybody saw the potential, everybody saw the promise, but I came out here, I was like, I think he's going to go 20 and 10, and I'll put it in pen. And that's what he did. And I'm not surprised at all. You guys aren't surprised at all. Like, Christian Wood is a great basketball player. It's hard for me to imagine a trade package that can be assembled that I would be like, you know what, let's pull the trigger on this. With that being said, I have full faith in Stone. I'm not a GM. I'm not the GM. Whatever they decide to do, I am all for it. If they think trading Christian Wood because they got a good package or because they don't want to give him max is a good idea, I'm all for that. If they want to keep him and give him max, I'm all for that too, as long as his play continues to improve. But you guys know my stance on max contracts. I feel like they completely kill franchises, and it's just, I hate them. I absolutely hate him. But Christian Wood is so special to me. I love this guy. He has had such a long, tough road to getting to this Houston Rockets squad. And I root for him the most, no matter what, for the rest of his NBA career. And I would love for him and Kevin to be like the cats moving forward for the city of Houston and for the Rockets team. But I don't know. I really am intrigued to see what happens next year. So I wouldn't say I want to see him traded. I do want to see what he can do next season. So next one here comes from my boy Jay. I'm going to try and say your last name, Jake Hera. Future stars on the Rockets other than KPJ and Wood. I fully believe KJ has total potential to be a star. Like, this isn't, we're not out here clickbaiting. This isn't anything like that when I make videos about KJ Martin Jr. because he's special, man. Like, he is literally special. Once he starts to be able to get a little bit more comfortable with dribbling and just more like, honestly, dribbling and kind of not spot-up shooting, but maybe a little bit more work from the 3 considering he's 20 years old and it's just a totally different game. So I expect only improvements. And KJ, I mean, you guys have been watching it. Like, it's almost unbelievable because we saw it all season. Like, we saw it after the draft. We got him in, like, the 54th pick, or we didn't even get him. And it was like, how did this guy almost go undrafted? In the last 2 weeks, he's averaging 19, 9, and 3 with a block. It's incredible. Every single night, he's out here giving it his all and absolutely hooping. Last night was the first time he hasn't made a 3, or second time in the month of May he hasn't made a 3 in a game, so he's getting a shot. Like, it's put on a little bit more size, and he's just going to improve in every category. Every single category. So that's who I really think could be a total star is KJ Martin Jr. I really do. All right, this last one here we're going to go with is Landon Ford. I'm really sorry because I'm looking at Hourglass's, I'm looking at Gio's other question, I'm looking at Anisha's question. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get around to them all, but I am going to try my hardest, actually. So maybe this won't be the last one, but this is coming from Landon Ford. He said, who should the Rockets draft if they get their pick? I'm really trying to do a whole mock draft for my channel with Swaggy here. He's already kind of done one, and I want to do a full off-season kind of preview once the season ends on Sunday. So I really hope to kind of tell you guys there, but in every way, shape, or form, it's going to be Cade Cunningham on my side just because of the insane potential. Insane potential. You have a 6'8" player, 6'8" point guard who can shoot the 3. It's unbelievable. So I really want Cade. You can have your thoughts on Cade. If you think he's going to be a bust, I just think he has the highest potential out of any of the players in the draft. But I'll definitely get a draft video out for you guys. I've been kind of trying to do a lot more recently. So KJ Martin, Hourglass asked me if I think KJ Martin shooting for him looks a little bit like Clay's. I don't really see that, but I've never noticed that, So I'm going to have to take a look at that, and I'll let you know. So last one comes from Anish, so I guess we all are going to get all these. I'll save Gio's for a different video because this is just a perfect video. What players do you think we should keep and who do you think we should go is what Gio asked me. This is going to require some thought. So let's go to Anisha's. Do you think Kelly Olynyk kind of plays like Nikola Jokic because this month he averaged 20, 9, and 6.5 and 30 minutes per game on 48 from the field, 40% from 3, and 80% from the line? I mean, if you didn't just get rock hard, dude, I don't think you should be watching Rockets games because that is the best thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Kelly Olynyk on the month is oh my God, dude, he's been an absolute animal. And with this John Wall speculation, I think it just is setting Kelly Olynyk up to return as a Houston Rocket. I truly believe Kelly Olynyk most likely will be a Houston Rocket next season because I think he really, really vibes with this culture, and I really, 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 really vibe with him. So it's funny you say Nikola Jokic, or is he playing like Nikola Jokic? Because Swag and I were just talking the other night. He was reminding me that I didn't even know. He was just telling me, bringing it to my attention, Kelly Olynyk used to be a point guard. And I'm like, oh my goodness gracious, that makes so much more sense. He is the perfect six-man for any NBA team. Perfect six-man for any NBA team. But on the Houston Rockets, they've just given him free reign. And that's what you need to do with Kelly Olynyk, clearly, because he can hoop. Last night, he was 1 rebound away from a triple-double. It was just fantastic, man. Kelly Olynyk, that's funny you mention that because I haven't really noticed it because I think Kelly plays a little quicker than Jokic. I think he is a little bit quicker. I also like Kelly Olynyk's aggressiveness a little bit more, especially like shooting the deep ball. I think he's a little bit more aggressive on that. But it's funny you mention that because I'm going to just have that in the back of my head for the final game and for, just moving forward. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, hit the sub button. You know the horror of the deal. And I'll see you guys later today.